ladies and gentlemen, to SmackDown. Tonight's episode features a blockbuster main event, as it is going to be the Bloodline taking on the Brawling Brutes and the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, as there seems like there may be some unsettled business between Brock Lesnar and Solo Sikoa here in Italy. And talking about the Beast Incarnate, he is here tonight in Italy to kick us off here on SmackDown. Last time we saw Brock end up losing a matchup against Solo Sikoa, the Enforcer. And it looks like we are going to be hearing from Brock Lesnar, as it is Wrestlemania season. For Brock Lesnar, he is not going to let this rivalry at the Bloodline go down without more fight. You know how Brock Lesnar is. He lost to Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. And for Brock, that's definitely got to be frustrating. Lost to Solo Sikoa, the Enforcer, at the Elimination Chamber. So what is next for Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of stuff is on this mind of Brock, especially with losing to Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, obviously we mentioned he's the Enforcer, showing you if he can handle Brock, he can really handle anyone here inside of the WWE ring. We'll see Solo Sikoa later on tonight. But for Brock Lesnar to be out here, something has to be on Brock's mind. The question is, what is on Brock Lesnar's mind here to kick us off here on SmackDown? What is next for the Beast Incarnate here in Rome, Italy, over here on the other side of the pond? Let's go ahead and hear from the Beast Incarnate himself. WrestleMania is just a couple weeks away, and you can't have a WrestleMania without me. So at WrestleMania, I talked to The Rock, and I'm going to get myself a rematch against the Enforcer of the Bloodline, that being Solo Sikoa. He beat me fair and square, but I don't think he can do it twice, so he's getting another opportunity at WrestleMania. This could be my last time ever getting my hands on anyone a part of the Bloodline, because the Bloodline could be drafted to one brand and I could be drafted to the other brand. So I got to make most of this opportunity. And at WrestleMania, Solo Sikoa is going to eat in F5 multiple times. He'll be taken to Suplex City, and he'll be taken down by the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. I know you have a big time main event tonight. Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline against the Brawling Brutes and myself. So tonight, Solo, you're going to get a little taste of what should have happened at the Elimination Chamber, and get a little taste of what's actually going to happen at WrestleMania when I F5 you in the middle of this ring. Here we go with our opening contest, ladies and gentlemen. That's tonight. We figure out the last three members of the men's Money in the Bank matchup. And the first matchup tonight is going to be Keith Lee taking on Happy Corbin. And Happy Corbin looking to get himself an opportunity tonight with getting some momentum, much needed momentum, if you win over Keith Lee tonight.
The following contest,
Happy Corbin obviously was in that Elimination Chamber Universal Championship match. We all know what happened in Elimination Chamber, where we saw Roman Reigns, your head of the table, walking out with the Universal Championship and still World Champion. And for WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be The Rock taking on The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. The Rock mentioned that if The Fiend does defeat The Rock, the next night, night number 2, at the moment anyway, that The Rock will give The Fiend an opportunity to take on Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. We'll see how that fares. The Rock is definitely saying that it's going to be, the first match will be at night 1. If Wyatt wins, it'll be at night 2. We'll see how that's going to fare. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Lee, time to bask in his glory. Keith Lee has been a big mainstay in the SmackDown division with big matches, and obviously for Keith Lee, he wants to walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania.
weighing in at
But the question is,
320 pounds.
if he's able to win tonight, he's going to have to go through Happy Corbin. But the thing is, he's going to have to go through five other superstars, obviously. We already know the first three that qualified last week here on SmackDown. That being, obviously, AJ Styles with a win over Seth Rollins. And also, part of that was, besides Seth Rollins, you got Robert Roode and Apollo Crews. So it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be joining them tonight here on SmackDown. So we have two other matches in the men's division that represent the qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank, that being your Intercontinental Champion taking on Ricochet, and LA Knight versus Chad Gable later on tonight. We have three other Money in the Bank women's matches as well. Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke, Carmella versus Xia Li, and Mickie James versus Tegan Nox. So we'll see how that is going to fare tonight. Here we go. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Happy Corbin versus Keith Lee. And for JBL, he sees Happy Corbin as a wrestling god just like himself. And JBL wants to take him under his wing and point him right into the right direction. Yeah, I mean, Happy Corbin is a different type of superstar. I think if Corbin goes back to his old Baron Corbin days, I think, Baron Corbin will actually be able to show that case more. But I mean, being Happy Corbin may very well work how it is. We'll have to wait and see. As look at this. Oh, almost like a version of a bulldog, almost like a bulldog face buster of sorts. And technically, Baron Corbin has already held that Money in the Bank briefcase before. He defeated Finn Balor for it in a Money in the Bank briefcase matchup one-on-one at one of the pay-per-views back last year sometime. So we'll see if he can actually hold on to the Money in the Bank briefcase for a very long time, and we'll see where he goes from there. This is referee just starting his count here as Happy Corbin with the submission out here at ringside. We're at a 2. Keith Lee thankfully able to get out of it. But we do have a massive main event though for you guys. Bloodline takes on the Brawling Boots and Brock Lesnar. And it seems like we're getting Brock Lesnar versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania as well. Rematch. Brock Lesnar talking to The Rock. I'm surprised The Rock is actually giving that to him. But obviously, Solo Sikoa handled Brock really well at the Elimination Chamber. So, I mean, another loss to Brock Lesnar's belt, he probably would honestly be fine with Solo Sikoa doing it. Now Baron Corbin. Oh, this is vintage Corbin. Right through the bottom rope into a clothesline, turning Keith Lee inside out. So you got to be very careful when you face a man like Happy Corbin. You think you have the upper hand, and it just won't be enough. Is now going for a choke slam of some sort, it looks like. But Keith Lee saw that, had it well scouted, and hits him with that running DDT, spiking Happy Corbin on his head. We'll see if JBL gets involved whatsoever. It's all God. Keith Lee looking to fly. He's halfway across the ring. Oh, he's able to get it. What a frog splash from Mr. Keith Lee, making that look so impressive. Going for maybe a submission move of sorts, but Happy Corbin able to get out of the way. Double-handed chokeslam incoming, but no, Keith Lee with a rake to the face. Keith Lee obviously knows what Baron Corbin loves to do. That's, going for maybe some kind of powerbomb Keith Lee was, but Happy Corbin one step ahead of him. As now a Hurricane Rana from the big man. Good back and forth opening contest, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these matches this week are Money in the Bank related for WrestleMania. As a choke slam backbreaker right there to Keith Lee. In these next couple weeks, we're going to be figuring out more, especially in the Intercontinental Championship division. Let's see if Big E will be facing anyone at WrestleMania. Big E ultimately could be in the Money in the Bank matchup if he defeats Ricochet later on tonight. Oh, clothesline! That's a clothesline from hell from Happy Corbin. Shades of JBL. Will he able to be enough? It is! Happy Corbin is going to WrestleMania. JBL teaching Happy Corbin the way, turning Keith Lee inside out. Massive win for Happy Corbin. This is exactly what JBL wanted. Turning Happy Corbin's life around one step at a time, and he's done it. And now Happy Corbin doing exactly as what JBL told him to do after the matchup, beating the living crap out of Keith Lee. And now we get to see Mickie James make her way down to the ring here. And last week here we saw Io Shirai defeat Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss will not get that opportunity to qualify. Obviously, we've already figured out the first two for the women's side. Obviously, that being Io Shirai and Naomi. Tonight we're going to find 3 more and still 1 more to be figuring out after the next couple weeks here. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see how Alexa Bliss will. Let's see if she'll be able to help out Mickie James here tonight. Just kind of help out her tag team partner. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James of Bliss Country here in the women's tag team division. We're also going to figure out who Natalya and Tamina will be facing off with. Maybe Alexa and Mickie James after, whatever happens between them after, see if they qualify for Money in the Bank. Maybe they can get themselves a win and maybe a couple wins on the road to WrestleMania and get themselves a tag title shot. And same with Shotzi and Tegan. Tegan and Shotzi going to look to get their their women's tag team titles back. But we got Tegan Knox coming down to the ring as this is Mickie James versus Tegan Knox with that other Money in the Bank qualifying spot. Tegan Knox, one of the best that we have here on SmackDown. Very underrated woman. A lot of big name women, especially with Charlotte going over to Monday Night Raw now, because at WrestleMania Charlotte has decided to pick Bayley. We'll figure out who Raquel Gonzalez is going to be facing at WrestleMania as well now. We'll see if Becky Lynch gets another opportunity for her championship. Does someone else step up to the plate? We will have to wait and see. Plenty of action on the road to WrestleMania. As here we go, Mickie James versus Tegan Knox. Let's see how Mickie James will fare in this matchup. Veteran versus up-and-coming Tegan Knox. Mickie James can show so much potential right now with Tegan Knox. Obviously, Mickie James has not won a championship here in Universe Motors, if I can remember correctly. So maybe Mickie James can maybe get in the title contention. I can't talk, but also with the win tonight, that will get her a chance at the Money in the Bank briefcase matchup in a couple weeks' time. Like we mentioned, Naomi and Io Shirai, the first 2 to qualify. Io Shirai defeated Alexa Bliss, and Naomi defeated Shayna Baszler one-on-one last week here on SmackDown. So the question is, who's going to be next to qualify as what a beautiful high-risk maneuver from Mickie James. She turns it into a pinfall, but it was not enough just yet. Now Mickie James, big old suplex to Tegan. Mickie James all fired up right now, trying to get that crowd behind her here on SmackDown here in Rome, Italy. A sold-out crowd. Seems like SmackDown, we love going overseas. Done a lot of live events, and now over here in Italy, we've been over to Japan a couple of times. We've been on, Raw's been overseas a couple of times as well, so gotta love to see it that we are all over the place. As another clubbing blow from Mickie James. Mickie James has looked really good tonight. Big slap and now punch kick. Tegan Knox needs to try and figure out what she can do against this veteran like Mickie James. Very talented superstar is Mickie James. Here you go, hook with a leg. And there's the 1 count. Very close to putting away Tegan though. But Tegan, she is a fighter for a reason. Look at the loot. That's press here to Tegan Knox. Big clubbing blows to the dome now. Took too much damage. Mickie James might be able to put it away. Going for the mitt kick. Tegan Knox had that well scouted. Let's see if Tegan can capitalize now. Uh-oh. Beautiful power bomb. Turning Mickie James inside out, but Tegan deciding not to put her away. Kick to the midsection. Shiniest wizard right to the dome. Is Tegan going to WrestleMania 2, 3? She is. A massive win for Tegan Nox. And now she joins Io Shirai and Naomi in that Money in the Bank matchup. Mickie James looked really good tonight. Just not able to capitalize in certain situations, unfortunately. But look at Tegan Nox right here. Bam! The beginning of the ring with that power bomb, and right the shiniest wizard right there to a dome. Another angle. Bam! Right to the face. And Tegan Nox is going to WrestleMania, like we mentioned. Big opportunity. Very underrated wrestler is Tegan Nox. Getting that opportunity to shine here on SmackDown.
And she certainly earned it. The entire women's division was watching this one, and
And wait a minute. Alexa Bliss DDTing her tag team partner. What in the hell was that all about? Oh my God, please, come on. There's no need for this, Alexa. Something has just absolutely snapped on Alexa Bliss. Come on. There's no need for this. Has turned on her tag team partner, Mickie James. I mean, they had a brief history together as a tag team before here in Universe Mode. And it just seems like Alexa Bliss is just going to take it out on Mickie James. Alexa Bliss lost this week. Mickie James just lost right now. Didn't seem like this is going to be going anywhere. Oh, no. Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss now. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Right on the ramp. Are you kidding me now? Wait a second. That's the Fiend Bray Wyatt. What in the hell is he doing out here? Alexa Bliss just laid out Mickie James with her multiple DDTs. The Fiend is out here. But what the hell does this mean? Is he targeting Alexa Bliss? Can we get someone out here just in case? And now another matchup here on SmackDown to figure out who is joining our already star-studded Money in the Bank side for SmackDown. We just saw Happy Corbin recently pick up a win over Keith Lee by using JBL's clothesline from hell. We'll see how that's going to work at that matchup. But also, so far, like we mentioned, we have Robert Roode, Happy Corbin, AJ Styles, and Apollo Crews so far here for SmackDown. The question is, who is going to be joining them tonight? Will it be Chad Gable or will it be LA Knight? We found out this match is happening from the mouth of LA Knight last week here on SmackDown. The question is, will LA Knight be able to do what he set out to do, that becoming Mr. Money in the Bank? Big opportunity for both men. Chad Gable has been so close to winning the Intercontinental Championship at times against Big E. Has not been able to do that. Chad Gable and Otis split away from Cruise Control. So we'll see if Chad Gable maybe get himself a world title opportunity if he's able to win tonight, and then obviously win the Money in the Bank briefcase. But here comes LA Knight. LA Knight was saying that, everyone's asking, what is next for LA Knight? One thing is saying, hey, let me talk to you. My plans are going after that Money in the Bank briefcase and going on to win the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in on the World Championship. He said he doesn't care who's champion, but he will be World Champion wherever he goes. Raw, SmackDown, it doesn't matter. This man is the real deal. And I honestly believe that LA Knight, he defeated Jeff Hardy and RVD. Both men, first ballot Hall of Famers for sure. RVD already a Hall of Famer. Jeff Hardy eventually with his brother Matt Hardy. And as even a singles wrestler, I believe Jeff Hardy is definitely going to go in the Hall of Fame. Here we go, LA Knight and Chad Gable getting us under the way. Chad Gable of Alpha Academy looking to send a message to LA Knight, the man that trash talked Chad Gable noticed last week. LA Knight saying that he'd lay waste to Chad Gable and LA Knight. We'll see if LA Knight gets his wish. So, beautiful clothesline there, clothesline lariat, I should say, taking out LA Knight. Pinfall attempt here early on. See if Gable can make LA Knight tap out here early on in this matchup. Imagine how that would be for LA Knight. LA Knight has looked really good here ever since debuting here on SmackDown. We'll see if LA Knight can continue that success. He's only had one loss so far since debuting, that being in an Intercontinental Championship match against Big E. So we'll see if LA Knight can get any better and get himself a win tonight and get himself into that Money in the Bank match. Will Chad Gable be able to pick up a massive win and get himself to WrestleMania? What a springboard moonsault there. You'd expect Chad Gable to get a height on that, but maybe not LA Knight. But LA Knight is very surprising in that ring, and there's nothing wrong with that. As LA Knight swinging neckbreaker. LA Knight looking really good so far in this opening bout. Another springboard from the top rope, making that look way too easy. Pinfall attempt. 2. And 2.5. Very close to a rope break, but referee deeming it not too close to the ropes. Chad Gable really having issues really trying to get himself back in the matchup. This might be able to help him. Here comes the Olympic gold medalist, Chad Gable. We go referee in position, and just a strong kick out at 1. Gable cannot believe it, but obviously with LA Knight dominating this matchup for the most part, he shouldn't be too surprised, as LA Knight has him up. Down goes Gable. Brutal neck breaker. Vintage LA Knight. Let's see if that will be enough to put away Chad Gable tonight. Yes, it is. LA Knight just way too much for Chad Gable here tonight on SmackDown. And now LA Knight is going to WrestleMania. Will he be the next Money in the Bank briefcase holder? Or will it be one of the 5 other men in that matchup with LA Knight? And LA Knight stomping a mud hole in Chad Gable right now. Referee trying to stop him, as now, again, here comes LA Knight again. As now it looks like Otis coming here from outside the view. And oh, look at LA Knight right there to make sure that Otis cannot use that steel chair. LA Knight took out Chad Gable. He qualifies for WrestleMania, and LA Knight gonna stop the onslaught. Oh my God. Big DDT. We didn't see that maneuver tonight. Otis was just trying to help out his partner Chad Gable, but LA Knight not playing around tonight. Not gonna let anyone get the upper hand over him. Oh, and a beautiful drop kick there from LA Knight. Everything about LA Knight is just phenomenal. Love him or hate him here. Uh-oh. Not on the steel chair. Oh, I think his head got very lucky there. Oh, no. Oh, no, this ain't good. LA Knight is going to get extreme here. Come on, ref. I mean, I don't blame the ref for not trying to get involved here, I suppose. But this would be a perfect opportunity to call some security out here right now. Oh no. LA Knight. No. Through the table. He puts Otis through the damn table. And now LA Knight trash talking Michael Cole right here at ringside. Shame what just happened to Alpha Academy. LA Knight just defeated Chad Gable. Otis would try to help out his friend Chad Gable after Chad Gable was getting destroyed in the middle of that ring after the matchup. But unfortunately for Otis, he tried, he did fail, got put through a table. And look at Xia Li pulling out the shocks here tonight. I feel bad for her opponent tonight. Might get shocked to death. It's not what you want from the very fiery Xia Li. Big matchup for Xia Li in the future for her. It's going to be Xia Li taking on the former SmackDown champion, that being Carmella. We'll see if we'll have an upset, or if Carmella will be able to show Xia Li who is the better woman. Carmella and Zelina Vega, a tag team here in the women's division. We already saw a woman turn her back. We saw Alexa Bliss turn her back on Mickie James. Mickie James lost. Alexa Bliss beat her down after the matchup. And then we saw The Fiend show up out of nowhere. I don't know if The Fiend is targeting Alexa Bliss or what's going on, but nonetheless, very interesting situation there. We'll see if that develops more. And now here comes Carmella, making her way down to the ring with Zelina Vega.
The Queen,
Zelina Vega
from Staten Island, New
getting in the
York.
singles division. For Zelina Vega, for her teaming up with Carmella, for not just this teaming up with Carmella and even maybe entering the singles division, but for Selena Vega, you know, for her, she's been a manager most of her career with the likes of Andrade, Cien Almas. So for Zelina Vega, a new fresh start, tag teaming with Carmella. We'll see how this is going to go. We saw some brief work between Carmella and Zelina Vega here on SmackDown before. And obviously, we got to figure out who is going to be facing Tamina and Natalya at WrestleMania with those women tag team championships on the line. But instead of getting there, we got to see where we go tonight in this matchup between Carmella and Xia Li. And we also do have another Money in the Bank qualifier for both sides, that being Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke and Big E versus Ricochet. Xia Li coming right out of the gate early on against the veteran Carmella. So Xia Li needs to do, keep Carmella off of her feet, keep her on guard at most times here. Xia Li doesn't obviously have too many matches in her young career here on SmackDown. She's still trying to get proactive. And I think with her getting an opportunity to be in a Money in the Bank matchup, you know, that can definitely help us jumpstart her career. Win over Carmella, over a former SmackDown Women's Champion, as well as, you know, what is still to come, and that being, you know, maybe that Money in the Bank briefcase. There's a lot of times where you get those young and up-and-coming superstars win these big-time matches, and you get a whole year to hold that Money in the Bank briefcase. That changes your career. For the most part, for the better, but there is some failed cash-ins here in the series, so you never know. Xia Li coming off. Oh, jumping knee strike. Carmella may need to get facial surgery again here. Let's look at Xia Li going to town on the face of Carmella. Be a perfect time for Zelina Vega maybe to try and help out her tag team partner. As here goes Xia Li, high risk, jumping knee to the chest. Xia Li has been looking tremendous early on. Carmella may be in trouble. Here we go, pinfall attempt early on. 1, 2, 3.5. Xia Li cannot believe it. But Carmella, obviously a fighter. She's going to fight until the very end. She's not going to let a woman like Xia Li outmatch her. Carmella just has so much experience. But she needs to use that experience right now to get out of this. But she's just being picked apart from Xia Li. If you would have told me Xia Li would dominate this matchup from the get-go, I probably wouldn't believe you. But it looks really good. Oh my God! What a kick to the back of the head / neck area. It's Carmella with a reversal. Needs to start something. Oh, there you go, jawbreaker. That takes out Xia Li at the moment. Uh-oh. What is Carmella setting up here? Oh my goodness, what a kick to the skull. I think she just stole Xia Li's finisher. Referee in position. 2. No, 2.5. I am pretty sure that was Xia Li's finisher. I'm not 100%. We'll see if Xia Li will have that opportunity to use it in this matchup as Carmella just rubbing it in the face. And this might as well change the momentum in this matchup. Carmella stealing the finisher of Xia Li. And Xia Li honestly could be in trouble. And this is where Carmella is going to pick apart Xia Li. You hate to see that, but it is what it is at the moment. Carmella, the veteran. She calls herself the standard bearer here on SmackDown. We'll see if she can continue to do that. And the most beautiful woman in the world. Almost enough to put her away. Now what does Carmella have to do? She stole Xia Li's finisher. It wasn't enough at that time. And it looks like she wants to rearrange the face of Xia Li. Not playing around. The crowd here in Rome, Italy is not a big fan of what they're seeing from Carmella. Rolling out of the way. This is halfway across the ring. Xia Li giving herself some time to recuperate momentarily. And now Xia Li with the snap suplex. See if Xia Li can somehow get herself back in this matchup. Beautiful scoop slam. Oh, wait a minute. Almost like a Coquita clutch here on Carmella. Middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. Will the life be taken from Carmella here? Referee right there to make sure if Carmella will tap out or not. Oh, clubbing elbow to the front of the face there. That is not going to be feeling too good. Now here comes Carmella. Going to grab her real quick like. Oh, this is vintage Carmella. These vicious elbows to the jaw. The jawline of Xia Li. You can see the bruises on the face there. I don't think that's makeup. It's definitely going to be bruises. Let's see. Oh, nice spiking DDT there from Xia Li. This is a good back and forth women's matchup. Xia Li is showing you guys why she should be taken as a threat and not to be overlooked. Especially taking on the woman like Carmella. Beautiful kick here. Now Xia Li. Yep. Carmella definitely stole the finisher earlier. Xia Li gonna look to put her away with her actual finishing move. Is it it? Yes it is. Xia Li is going to WrestleMania. What a back and forth matchup between both of these women, putting it all on the line tonight for you guys. Hell of a bout between both women. Xia Li putting the finishing touches of this matchup away.
Here is your winner.
And Xia Li is the fourth woman to qualify. Who will be the fifth one to qualify? We will find out later on tonight. We are backstage here, and it looks like we have Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, Universal Champion, and the general manager, The Rock, talking here backstage. We don't have a camera, trying to keep it nice and hidden over here, but the question is, what are these two talking about as we are getting close to WrestleMania? Wonder if Roman's telling him he better win at WrestleMania so that he doesn't have to defend that championship against The Fiend. But like we said, we do not know what these two gentlemen are talking about, but it is very interesting that general manager is talking to the Universal Champion at the moment as we get ready for Sasha Banks and Dana Brooke here in mere moments. Another big-time Money in the Bank qualifying matchup as Dana Brooke gets her opportunity. And for Dana Brooke, it's all about opportunities, and she cannot squander this opportunity because if she wins tonight, there's a big possibility she could grab that briefcase. You know, Dana Brooks talks about, you know, her failures of not being able to execute on opportunities. This is a big opportunity for her tonight against one of the best that we have here in WWE and even on SmackDown, obviously, that being Sasha Banks, a multi-time women's champion, as well as a former women's tag team champion. So the question is, can Dana Brooke pull off an upset victory here tonight on SmackDown? A lot of people are going to say no to that, but you know, anything is possible tonight. Sasha Banks, I believe, should be coming out here with Naomi, her tag team partner. If not, then oh well. But you know, like I mentioned, big time matchup for Dana Brooke, biggest of her career. Doesn't want to squander this opportunity. A lot of people want to see new women. They're seeing it tonight. Carmella losing a big time matchup to Xia Li. Xia Li going to show you guys what she brings to the table. She's going to be at WrestleMania. So is Tegan Nox. That's absolutely crazy as well. Tegan Nox, a really underrated superstar as well. As now it is boss time here in Italy, as here comes Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks looks like she will be out without Naomi tonight, but that's perfectly fine. Sasha Banks knows how to do it, or get it done in one-on-one action. Sasha Banks and Naomi, one of the best tag teams we have here in all of WWE. We'll see if they get a opportunity once again at those women's tag team championships down the line. But both of these women focused on getting qualified in that matchup. Naomi qualified by defeating Shayna Baszler. So we'll see for Sasha Banks tonight if she can defeat Dana Brooke and qualify for that matchup. Xia Li and Tegan Nox qualifying so far tonight. So far, the other two we saw were obviously Naomi and let's see what the match is actually about to start. But Naomi was one of the superstars to qualify as well. Big time win there. The tag team partner, of course, of Sasha Banks. Here we go, Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks. The last qualifying match for the women's side tonight. We still have to figure out one more spot. After tonight, we will be officially 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. So we do have some time to figure out those last couple spots. Obviously tonight, and obviously the last spot either next week or the go-home week for WrestleMania. Is now Sasha going to look to go high risk here? I don't know if this is the best idea for Sasha. Frog splash. Shades of her, one of her favorite superstars of all time, that being Eddie Guerrero. And Brooke needs to get back into this matchup where Sasha Banks might be able to put this away early. I'm tossing her over the top rope. What is Dana Brooke's intentions here? There we go. Drop kick. I think this is what Dana Brooke needs to do. Do some damage to the outside. Maybe start throwing her around, hit some suplexes. Maybe throw her on the LED board or something to, you know, really show Sasha Banks who the real boss is in this match. But she gave Sasha Banks way too much time. Referee may have kind of helped her with making sure Dana Brooke stayed inside the ring. And now Sasha. Oh, here we go. Big Hurricane Rana. Tossing her halfway across the ring. Here we go. Pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? 2. Ooh. Very close though from Sasha. And Sasha seems like she's very happy right now. Trying to get the crowd behind her here tonight. Oh, but a clubbing blow from Dana Brooke. Literally turned Sasha Banks inside out. As now into the corner we go. Let's see if Dana Brooke can get herself going here. Get some momentum. Pick up some... Hit some big maneuvers here. She definitely needs to do that. Down goes Sasha into the corner. Now going for that big boot right there. Trying to cave in the chest of Sasha Banks. Ooh. That was almost like the collarbone area. Honestly, that looked like that definitely hurt. Here we go. Referee in position. Will this be enough? 2. Ooh, 2.5. Dana Brooke could not believe it. How much more is left in the tank of Sasha? Kick to the midsection. Here we go. Swinging neck breaker puts down Sasha. But Dana Brooke deciding not to put her away just yet. Will her not going for the pinfall come to bite her in the behind? And so here comes Sasha. Big punches in the midsection. There we go. Snap suplex there for Sasha Banks. Let's see if she can get herself back in this matchup. Dana Brooke has looked really good this last couple moments. Oh, what a punch there from Sasha. Punch her like she owed her some money there. Now snapmare into a drop kick. Vintage maneuver there from Sasha Banks. As wait a minute. Submission hold. Banks statement applied on Dana Brooke. Will she tap out? Nowhere to go. Could she maybe try to grab that bottom rope? She's getting just her lower back just being ripped apart there. Will that be enough after she lets go of the Banks statement? 2, 3, yes it is. Sasha Banks picks up a win over Dana Brooke. And now you have the tandem of Naomi and Sasha Banks in that Money in the Bank matchup. Good back and forth matchup. Dana Brooke had some momentum there, but Sasha Banks able to sustain the momentum from Dana Brooke, turn it around, and look at this neck breaker right there. She could have honestly went for the pinfall. I think that could have been it. Sasha Banks hits the Banks statement though. Let's go of it. Decides to go for the pinfall, and she's able to pick up the win. And Sasha Banks is going to WrestleMania. We'll find out the 6th and final spot in the women's Money in the Bank matchup relatively soon here on SmackDown.
This one was about as lopsided as they come.
Another big time matchup in the men's division. Who gets the 6th and final spot in the men's Money in the Bank, ladies and gentlemen? Will it be Big E or will it be Ricochet? Earlier on tonight we saw LA Knight pick up the W over Chad Gable, as well as Happy Corbin defeated Keith Lee. Now the question is, who will join the rest of the group? And obviously, we know for Ricochet, his feelings about everything, because Ricochet, he's mentioned he's gotten big wins in his career over the likes of Roman Reigns and Big E and everything like that, but that has not gotten him anywhere. It has not gotten him an opportunity for the championship. And I think for Ricochet, with a win tonight over Big E in a non-title matchup, maybe Ricochet could talk to The Rock, or maybe even talk to Big E and say, hey, I deserve an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. I've defeated you here on SmackDown before. But obviously you never know. Big E would love to just focus on this match, qualify for the Money in the Bank, and get himself that Money in the Bank briefcase matchup at WrestleMania. But here we go. Big E, your Intercontinental Champion, making his way down the ring. This man has held the championship, I believe, ever since the week after SummerSlam, when the title was vanquished by the Fiend Bray Wyatt. So big time question is coming our way here on SmackDown. We're going to figure out who that sixth member of the Money in the Bank matchup is, as well as if a Ricochet picks up a win, maybe he can get himself that opportunity. You never know. But we do definitely got to see if Big E is going to defend his Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. I would love to see that, but you never know what may happen on the road to WrestleMania. As here we go. The referee rings the bell. Here we go. Big E, the Intercontinental Champion, takes on Ricochet. Beautiful springboard Pele kick there. And I think for Ricochet, this would be a great time for him to win that Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in at any time he pleases. Ricochet, you could definitely say that, could be one of the best high flyers that we have here in all of WWE. He just needs to put it together. And now Ricochet going for the elbow, but Big E just one step ahead of him. Big E could have been in that Elimination Chamber matchup last month, but unfortunately for Big E, Tommaso Ciampa got in his way, and Tommaso Ciampa would go on to challenge Big E for the Intercontinental Championship, won the Intercontinental Championship, but Tommaso Ciampa was not able to defeat Big E. Look at Big E. Oh, clubbing blow to the chest, and Big E all fired up here. Big E with the military press slam of Ricochet, making this look way too easy. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver there. And now here we go, pinfall opportunity. We'll use one count. Good back and forth matchup here early on. Now another springboard. Oh, springboard bulldog out of nowhere there from Ricochet. Big E's got to be very careful with the likes of Ricochet here. Oh, look at this maneuver. Oh! Little shades of almost like a Michinoku driver there from Ricochet. Ricochet going to go for the pinfall, I would assume here. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? 2. No, 2.5. Ricochet cannot believe it. Different variation of a Michinoku driver. He literally has Big E right where he wants him. Can he keep this momentum up? Oh, what a boot. It took a lot of maneuvers from Seth Rollins to defeat Big E a while back. That's a 450. I believe it's a 450. If not, whatever it is, highly effective. And, oh my goodness, almost punching his ticket to WrestleMania. Ricochet drawing the line. He is called the one and only for a reason. So with the springboard moonsault. Big E saw that, had it well scouted. But Big E just a little bit slower in this exchange, and he gets hit with that Impaler DDT. Is that it? Ooh, strong kick out at 1.5. And the more this match goes, it honestly might go to Big E. It's Ricochet taunting Big E right now. Ricochet has him right where he wants him. Uh-oh. Ricochet looking to fly here, but Big E will get up to his feet. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that maneuver. Can Ricochet steal a victory here? 2, 3, he does. Ricochet is going to WrestleMania. Holy cow, Ricochet with a massive win here tonight on SmackDown. I know, Big E. Big E shaking the hand of Ricochet, giving him the ultimate respect as Ricochet qualifies. It is main event time here on SmackDown. We are live in Rome, Italy for a sold-out edition of SmackDown, and we are just waiting for your next competitors to make their way down to the ring. You got the Brawling Brutes teaming up with Brock Lesnar as they are taking on the Fiend, or not the Fiend, but the Bloodline here tonight. As there is Ridge Holland, one of the 3 members of the Brawling Brutes. Last time, all 3 of these guys were in action, they took on Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline, and Solo Sikoa would pick up the win over Pete Dunne in that matchup. It was a 6-man tornado tag team match, if I remember correctly.
The following contest,
we'll see how they fare as the rivalry comes to an end at WrestleMania. Inside of a Hell in a Cell, Sheamus and Pete Dunne take on the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. No more referees screwing the finishers up. No more getting screwed by The Rock. Sheamus and Pete Dunne get their last opportunity for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And the question is, after WrestleMania, who are going to be the champions, but who are also going to be drafted over to Raw and to SmackDown? With the loss at WrestleMania, do Sheamus and Pete Dunne get drafted back over to SmackDown? Do the Bloodline, if they lose, do they get drafted over to SmackDown as well? What The Rock is? There's a lot of stuff that's within these next couple weeks. We got to figure out what's going on. It's going to be absolutely crazy. WrestleMania, a 2-night event, a lot of big-time main event matches that you're going to see. Possibly one of them is Brock Lesnar and Solo Sikoa, but you got the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin one-on-one with Kevin Owens, Stunner versus Stunner. You got a big-time matchup with, obviously, potentially, you got the Fiend taking on The Rock. If the Fiend wins, Fiend gets a Universal Championship matchup against Roman Reigns, as well as a first-time ever matchup, Sting versus The Undertaker.
and their partner
For the Raw
from
Women's Championship, you get
Minnesota,
Bayley taking on
weighing in
Charlotte.
at
For the WWE Championship as well, Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be figuring out for, we know who Monday Night Raw is, Imperium. They'll be having a big-time WrestleMania tag team matchup against Judgment Day's Braun Strowman and Damian Priest. We still got to figure out who Damian Priest is facing. There's so much stuff that we still got to find out on the road to WrestleMania, especially the SmackDown Women's Championship. Who does Raquel Gonzalez challenge at WrestleMania? We got to figure out who Big E's going to face. So there's a lot of other stuff that we got to figure out in these next couple weeks, which is plenty of time. And we also got to figure out who's the last woman to qualify for the Money in the Bank matchup tonight. We got the next 3. We have one more to figure out. Look at Brock Lesnar continuously to be in spectacular shape. We'll see if Brock can get some redemption at WrestleMania by taking on Solo Sikoa. Brock was perfectly fine with giving Solo Sikoa Brock Lesnar once again, because Solo Sikoa has already beaten Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar told The Rock he wants a rematch. He feels like Solo Sikoa cannot do it twice. Rock didn't have a problem with it. We'll see if it comes to backfire on Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline. As now we just wait for the Bloodline. Of course, they're just going to wait it out here. As here comes the Usos, making their way down to the ring. Solo Sikoa and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso.
of 741 pounds.
And of course, Roman Reigns is going to get his own entrance. But this is a massive blockbuster main event. Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes and Brock Lesnar. A heck of a bout coming your way. Going to be hard hitting for sure. a normal tag team match to end SmackDown tonight. At least wrestling match wise. But after this, we're actually going to be hearing from Seth frickin' Rollins about why he attacked John Cena, who is the United States champion. John Cena regained his United States championship by defeating Rey Mysterio, but Rollins coming through the crowd and attacking John Cena. I mean, obviously Cena has not been a fan favorite, neither has been Seth Rollins, but we know how Seth Rollins is. He's going to want a championship. He does not want to have a WrestleMania without himself, so he wants to be involved in WrestleMania. As here comes your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns will not have Paul Heyman here tonight in Italy, but he does have his bloodline. Tribal Chief, the head of the table, ladies and gentlemen, has held that championship ever since SummerSlam. He will be walking into WrestleMania with that championship. And the question is for Roman Reigns, can he walk out of WrestleMania with that SmackDown championship? Because if The Rock defeats The Fiend at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns will not have a Universal Championship match. And how crazy is that? Having your Universal Championship not being even defended at WrestleMania. I think Roman Reigns would be perfectly fine with that. I mean, obviously he's going to get paid no matter what, but he'll get even paid even more if he has a matchup. But Roman Reigns, he won't sweat it. If he doesn't have to have a match at WrestleMania, he doesn't have to. But that is only if The Rock is able to defeat The Fiend. We saw a Fiend presence earlier tonight after Alexa Bliss defeated, or actually I should say after Alexa Bliss beat down and turned on her partner Mickie James. But it looks like our main event is ready, ladies and gentlemen. Pete Dunne, and it looks like Jey Uso kicking us off tonight in this marquee 8-man tag team matchup. Star-studded for sure. You got the Enforcer Solo Sikoa. You got the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Then you also got the head of the table. Then you got Brock Lesnar and the Brawling Brutes on the other side. A vicious main event going to be coming our way here soon. As Brock Lesnar trying to get out of the way, but Pete Dunne seems like he's momentarily getting in the way. As now here comes Ridge Holland. Haven't been able to really see too much of Ridge Holland. We saw him in a 6-man tag a while back with the Brawling Brutes taking on the Bloodline, but that was more of a tornado tag team matchup, so he didn't really get a taste of too much. As now frequent tags here by the other side. Brock Lesnar going to look to send a message to the Usos. And Lesnar even said that he'd hit not F5 tonight on Solo Sikoa in the middle of that ring. We'll see if that gets anywhere. And obviously Brock does not want to be done with the Bloodline, because he feels like he has plenty still to go at. He still needs answers from Paul Heyman. We may not ever get that if the Bloodline and Brock Lesnar are still not on the same brand. If they are not on the same brand, we may not even see that matchup ever again. But if they're on the same brand, obviously they're going to want to have, Lesnar is definitely going to want answers from Paul Heyman. Now here comes Jimmy Uso in the middle of the ring with Brock Lesnar. You do not want this from Jimmy Uso right now from Brock Lesnar, because Lesnar is just one vicious commodity in that ring, man. He's so damn dangerous, which is crazy. As now Lesnar and Sheamus working together here briefly. Back body drop takes down Jimmy Uso. Who's going to be, will both teams honestly be walking into WrestleMania 100%? Big question here is Sheamus looking to go high risk, telling him to get up to his feet. See if he can fly here. Oh, big flying shoulder tackle from up top. Will that be enough to upset the Bloodline? No. Very close with that 2 count. As the WrestleMania cards seem to get stacked and stacked by the day, ladies and gentlemen. After this week, we'll be able to focus more on the other championship matches, as well as another qualifying matchup in the women's division. in the not just finding the contender for Raquel Gonzalez, but also finding out that last spot in the Money in the Bank match. Also doing the Continental Championship in Big E, as he will not be in the Money in the Bank matchup after losing to Ricochet. Ricochet putting on a hell of a bout there. As now Lesnar with the pinfall. Will this be it? But Roman Reigns getting in the ring here. Oh, here. This is not good. It's not good. It's breaking down, but Sheamus throws away the Tribal Chief to the outside here. And this ain't good. Sheamus attacking the Tribal Chief here. All hell is breaking loose at ringside. I believe Jey Uso at ringside helping out the Tribal Chief. We don't have a camera at ringside at the moment to really show you what's going on. But nice suplex there. Looks like Sheamus is getting beaten down. But besides that, can't really tell, but we'll focus on what's happening in the middle of the ring. Sheamus down and out. You can tell what happened. Bloodline taking out Sheamus there. Sheamus doing the right thing, running back to the other side. This is what you gotta love. Little taste of what's going to be coming our way, as I say, at WrestleMania. But obviously, Lesnar getting that hot tag. Pete Dunne with a set out powerbomb. And now Dunne gonna drag Solo Sikoa away from the bottom rope there. The veteran maneuver from Pete Dunne. Here we go. Hook of the leg, pinfall. One. Just one count. Solo Sikoa is not gonna go down that easily, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, he's the enforcer for a reason. And especially picking up a big-time win over the likes of a Brock Lesnar at a pay-per-view. That is absolutely crazy. As here we go, pinfall attempt. Just a one count. Pete Dunne is not going to go down without hitting some big-time maneuvers. Look at that Samoan drop. Oh my goodness, little shades of Yamaga there. Rest in peace, big man. The Samoan bulldozer. Definitely get the shades of that with Solo Sikoa. As now Jimmy Uso looking to go to work on Pete Dunne. Try to make sure Pete Dunne will not be 100% heading in to their big-time championship match at WrestleMania. Hell in a Cell. Set out powerbomb, beautiful powerbomb there from Pete Dunne. But look at Jimmy Uso, that palm handle into a super kick to the ribs. Referee in position. Just a one count, but plenty of action still to come in your main event of the evening. Who do you guys think is going to win this main event? Roll through, super kick there to Pete Dunne. And now here comes his brother Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. Can do the right thing, try to drag him away from this corner to maybe see if he can get a 3 count. Here, pinfall right in front of the Brawling Brutes, but Sheamus right there to break it up. And now an all-out brawl. I was going to say an all-out brawl, but it seems like the Brawling Brutes didn't want to come in there except for Sheamus, the leader of the Brawling Brutes. Look at these body shots, these kidney shots there to Jey Uso. Now here comes Ridge Holland, the big man of the group of the Brawling Brutes. Ridge Holland. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you want to call that, but very effective as here comes the Beast Incarnate. Former Universal Champion in his own right. Broke the ring with him and Samoa Joe back in the early days. Here in Universe mode, still sticking around, looking like a tremendous beast with those beautiful German suplexes there. Referee in position, 1, 2, but the enforcer breaks it up there. And now Solo Sikoa and Pete Dunne are going to go at it. And down goes Solo Sikoa at ringside. Going to go for the F5 maybe? Nope. Oh, going to drop him on the top rope instead. And now Ridge Holland going after Solo Sikoa. Snap suplex. This match is breaking down here. We got Jimmy Uso at ringside, trying to help out his brother, or his cousin there, Solo Sikoa. We have an Alabama slam here at ringside. All hell is breaking loose. Pete Dunne now with an armbar. Armbar applied here. Sheamus beating the living crap out of Solo Sikoa. Throws him right into the steel steps. The enforcer is being enforced here at ringside. And the Tribal Chief is getting involved here at ringside as well. This ain't good. Referee in position. 1. Ooh, breaks it up. Oh, this ain't good. Pete Dunne wrenching on that leg. Uh-oh, roll through. Super kick to Pete Dunne. But it is a rope break, unfortunately. The first super kick, Pete Dunne catches him. Oh! Look at Pete Dunne just clubbing blows there. Ain't not going to be feeling too good. Uh-oh. Going hard. Going hard. Bitter in to Jey Uso. 1, 2, 3. And the Brawling Brutes defeat the Bloodline. And the main event of the evening, Rich Holland saving the day with that clothesline, taking out Solo Sikoa at the very end. This is just a little shade of what's to come at WrestleMania. Solo Sikoa and Brock Lesnar, the Usos and the Brawling Brutes for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Roman Reigns a possible opportunity defending his championship against The Fiend if The Rock doesn't win. So much to figure out on the road to WrestleMania. Does it really matter why I attacked John Cena last week? No, it doesn't. But I got it to all you fans and even John Cena that I'm coming for that United States Championship. It doesn't matter who's holding it. John Cena happens to be the man that's holding it. It could have been Rey Mysterio. I don't care. But I'm officially challenging John Cena for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. John Cena can have Cesaro and Dominic Dijakovic ringside at WrestleMania. I don't care. But at the end of the night at WrestleMania, I become your new United States Champion, and the Visionary will rule the United States Championship division for a very long time. And look, there's Big E, and hold on a minute. Tommaso Ciampa waiting behind that drinking fountain area right next to the trash can, and now attacking Big E. We know Tommaso Ciampa lost to Big E at the Elimination Chamber in a hellacious bout, and Ciampa has not forgotten. This is not what you want for Big E. Big E lost a hard-fought match with Ricochet. It seems like maybe Ciampa wants to have himself another opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, and then a jumping knee strike again. Absolutely destroying Big E here. Oh, no. Oh, my. Fairy tale ending. But now, Ciampa's not done yet, it seems. Oh, no, not the announce table. Or I should say the table backstage there. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, my God. Turning Big E inside out, ladies and gentlemen. Ciampa has laid out the Intercontinental Champion. Oh, and then another jumping knee strike just for good measures. Oh, no, not again. Fairy tale ending. Tommaso Ciampa destroying Big E here.
He's not going to let anything stop him.
Big E, we're not done with this feud that we're having. Yeah, I may have lost at Elimination Chamber, but we are not done yet. And I talked to The Rock, the SmackDown general manager, and he has made it official between me and you, a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. But that matchup at WrestleMania is not just a normal matchup. That matchup is going to be a ladder match. Me and you for the Intercontinental Championship, with that championship all the way up in the air for the Intercontinental Championship and a ladder match. I'll see you at WrestleMania, champ.